Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm First and today we're back with some more Say the Spire 2. We're streaming this because I feel like it's going to be a little bit easier for me to try and understand things and stuff like that, and I haven't had much time over the past week to really kind of like play that much in regards to games or anything else as well. So this is the plan, this is what we'll be doing. So, we're just gonna choose whatever I feel like doing. I need to get an ironclad run to win, and we're going to try and do that, plus also the region as well. Hopefully get those out the way. Because I would like to get better. I would like to get better at the game. Give me a random relic. What would you... if you have not played any attacks this turn, gain 4 blocks. So, defensive build before you even start, but can we get something pretty decent? Let's go shop. Again, for me, it's just kind of wrap my head around, like, what's good and what's bad, right? I think that's, like, the biggest issue I currently have. Between that and I tend to play a little bit fast and loose, which hasn't really helped me play very well. Like, it's the idea of, like, once you develop a strategy, do you want to stick to it or not? And I'm like, I'll just do whatever I want. So I have my own problems while playing the game. Okay. Do we go with taunts to apply vulnerable? Boomerang blade, infernal power. I'll take a taunt. Yeah, we'll take a taunt. We'll see how this goes. Okay. What do I want? Another flame barrier is probably not bad, although we get to try and get using it. Whenever we lose HP, remove a card, block. Yeah, salvo. Volley. I'm tempted to take volley. A cheap shrug it off is fine, I think. Let's pick up volley, why not? Let's see if we can get something to work with the X effects and go that route. Just because I want to see if I can get it to work. Because if I do, it'll be actually pretty cool, so... But yeah, I need to learn my lesson for not playing very well. Which is kind of my own problem. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that. And volley again. I think volley's going to be pretty good if we can get it to work, although AoE might be a bit of an issue. Kinesis. Could have built we had that working for us. You're gonna skip. It's Nightmare. I feel like I got a bit of a cold. Procure 1 potion, remove a card, get guilty. No, I didn't even take the potion of all things. And let's go here and maybe get like an upgrade or something. What does volley do? 14 damage. Actually seems pretty good. That is also a pretty good block. We'll take the upgrade on volley. We're going to try and balance stuff out. We're going to try and see if I can do something that actually might be worthwhile, you know? I think the taunt is going to be good. It allows you to defend plus also be offensive. So, kind of does 2 things where I can just get at least that one to work. And then we have good old classic bash and everything else as well. But we'll see, we'll see. Oh, here we go, volley. Nice. Rampage. I do like Rampage. It is also ramping damage. I'll take it. We're going to Smith again. That plays 2 vulnerable, so I think it's actually worth doing. So when I choose to be defensive, I can at least get something else back at it in Bird. You know what, let's just have the potion and start putting the hammer down. Learn to be more aggressive. Do a bash. We'll set 1 defend up. I can't really play volley, so I think the X potion will be something I probably want, and go maybe all that route. So play more vulnerable, keep the vulnerable stacked on. I thought we'll all shrug it off. Just at least get a bit more defense. And this is the last time we get the extra energy, so... Do we get the volley? We do get the volley. So set up into volley, we do... Whenever you use a potion, gain 3 strength this turn. Okay. Ooh. The Howl from Beyond. And Dominate. To gain extra... Ooh. So I can't get this to work at the moment, although it's really good AoE. I don't have a way to exhaust it, so I'm going to take the Dominate for the moment. And that way you can at least, like, apply Vulnerable and repeat. Ooh, Unceasing Top. And... we'll go here. I don't need to heal, so we'll do this. Is it 2 strength, or... Does not disappear. Nice. And that's actually pretty good. Okay. So, in one-on-one fights, as long as I can get Vulnerable on people, I will do okay. So more ways to stack Vulnerable is what we need. Vulnerability, the name of the game. Do you probably need more... I don't think I need more defensive tools. I just think I need to play a little bit safer. You know? And the Rampage is kind of that, like, inevitability of, like, every time I cast it, I do get more on it as well. Feed is kind of nice. Inflame. Do you want to go Feed? I think a Feed could be useful. Just to at least get, like, a little bit of health back and start stacking that. Inflame just gives me that good strength to start with, but we already kind of are going to scale that anyway, so I'm going to leave it. Let's do this elite fight. Ah, this dude. The dude I do not like. Bash into Dominate. Essentially, that was my Inflame. Like, that's the most hilarious thing about it, right? I still think this guy is very annoying to deal with. Taunt. Into volley. So there's just 25 damage because he gets 10 strength is like quite a lot. Do the taunts. Do a defend. And dominate again. Man, could you imagine that you got the... Was it... What was the card called that gave you, like, Ooh, we got another discovery. Enemy loses 10 strength, Mangle. Effective strike, and expected fight. Gain energy for each attack in hand. Could be really good if we just have pure... I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I don't think that... Like, there was a thought in my mind of, like, this could be really good or it could be really bad, and I wasn't too sure on which. So I decided to leave it. Okay. Applies to vulnerability. Got one down. Nice and quick and easy. And so, taunts. Shrug it off. Dominates. Any form of extra energy is going to be, like, really useful. Ooh, uppercuts. Like, the extra strength as well I get from, like, this whole, like, vulnerability build is going to work really well. Wasn't less for each attack played this turn. Stomp is... Actually, yeah, I will pick that up. I will pick that one up. Like, to be able to hit stuff multiple times is going to be kind of important, and I kind of like the idea of that. We can apply vulnerability. I'll do one, shrug it off. Ooh, we got another taunt. Already defend this, there's no point doing that, and then we'll just do this. We'll do one down. So, bash, I guess, and then just defend. Yeah, I noticed, like, compared to your one, your energy is a really awkward thing. Is that 12 damage? So we do this into that, and that will hit both. The guy might take 3 damage. Like, it is very difficult with the energy costs that you have with stuff, and you don't really get it in an easy fashion anymore. Random potion slots. Ooh, juggling. I don't really need that. Bloodletting, though, we'll take. Get that on the same turn as that. 3 energy for the bloodletting instead of that. That could be pretty good. So that's 15 damage to wall. Rampage gets big, stronger, quicker. There's also Bash getting that extra vulnerable. I'll take the extra bloodletting. I think sacrificing 3 life to just gain energy might be worthwhile now. Ooh, higher. Just for free. That's a great spell to have straight away. I have 3. We would want a bloodlet just to be able to do stuff. Let's get another random skill in hand, see what we get here. Exhaust non-attack cards. Lose 1 HP, exhaust 1 card, gain 1 strength. Or impervious. We can just use the potion here instead of the bloodletting. Apply that to you. There we go. Then we can shoot this potion next turn and just go through that. Oh, we also get the strength, don't we? So, yeah, I probably should wait for that to work out in the way I want it to. Shrug off. Dominate this into nothing here, so... Yeah, Pyre, it would be a pretty good power to have at some point. Let's do this. Brand, Battle Trance, Infernal Blade. It's for free, so you'll also play them for 3. Another Pyre. Whenever you play Vulnerable, draw a card. Immovable, first time you gain block, double that block. Let's do another Pyre. Infernal Blade. Breakthrough. And into my volley. Could use this potion as well, but... I think we're okay. This fight I don't mind. Like, my brain can wrap my head around it kind of thing, right? Should have the vulnerable on. Let's do bloodletting, bash, dominate, strike, stomp. I like to do breakthrough as well, but okay. Gotta be more careful there. Gotta be more careful. Shrug it off. Defend, strike, and strike. Defend. And that double pyre is really helping out. This is what I mean, like, if you get energy, like, some of these fights become a lot easier to handle, because you can just play the cards that you want to play. But it can be pretty... My brain just doesn't, like, really figure it out that well. Aggression. At the start of your play, a random attack from a discard pile. Get it back. Upgrade at end of turn. Lose 1 HP, gain a block. Crimson Mantle. I'll take the aggression here. I'm already losing HP in other places. I don't really want to lose it from a power as well, but you never know, it might be worthwhile. Ooh. The Black Blood. Do I take the Necrobinder? I'm going to try and go for the Necrobinder stuff. Let's see what we get. Okay. Ethereal. Game block, apply 1 week. We don't really care about that. Apply Doom, draw a card. 21 Doom, and that 20 will enemy. Block, reduce this when anyone dies. It's extra draw whenever you play a soul. We have Undeath, game block, add a copy of this card to your discard pile. Huh, that'd be cool. End of Days, Doom, and kills anyone with Doom. Whenever you play an ethereal card, reform deal. Whenever you deal damage, also apply that much Doom. Oh. Okay, I think I take Reperform. Like, that's just, like, gonna be, like, something that I want to take anyway, right? If we're taking Reperform, like, is, like, End of Days gonna be worth it as well? Just so I can get that trigger immediately? Or do we want to go more, like, defensive stuff like Undeath? This is decisions, man. Decisions. I think I'll take those. The power here for Haunt, because they lose HP, would be interesting, but doesn't really matter. Applying Weak could be useful. If you play a card that costs more, gain 3 block. That's actually pretty good, because we are going to be playing more of them. That basically costs 2 or 3, so I'll take that power. And I guess this, just to get the card draw as well. And it also applies Doom, but not in the way I want it to. Transfigure. For the replay. Aggression. Aggression could be kind of cool with the Transfigure. Lots of skills, not much block gain back. I think we'll leave it at that. I think those 5 cards will do fine here. I think they'll do fine. Now let's try and go for this shot. Just call me the Doom Knight. Rapture. Apply the weak. Apply the taunt and vulnerable. I get extra blocks. I did not actually do any attack damage. That's actually going to work out really well with Ripple Basin. Don't know why I did that, but it does add another one to the draw pile, right? We'll work around what we have. We will work around what we have. And then because we've got the Doom set up, we're hopefully going to be okay. Hopefully going to be okay. Do 10, do the defend, I guess. 21. Aggression. Do that into that. Have to think about this. I mean, we don't have end of days, so. Ooh, armaments. Single armaments, I always do like a single one. If you actually get that upgraded, it just helps out upgrade the rest of your deck through the rest of the game, so. It is not bad. Set up strike, you're going to lose by getting 2 strength this turn. You can block there. There's no one back in. Do the power, do that. Attack you. Yeah, these guys can only take 9 damage. I remember like the fact that a lot of this stuff does involve you having to deal with retain. It stays in my hand now. So it's kind of good. Like a lot of this stuff revolves around them like having AoE stuff that you can't really do much with. I love just get the end of days and that wipes them out. Bully, 4 damage. Deals 3 damage for each vulnerable to the enemy. Bully. Yeah, I'll take Bully. Bully upgraded. That seems good. What are we doing here? Guess we do this and put that on Bash for the upgrade. Cruelty. Bash you. Play the Undeath. Pass turn. Take an additional 25% damage for vulnerability. Shrug it off. Ooh, volley. Which you can't really do much with anyway. I want to get the aggression on. I'll take too much damage for it. I don't know. This run just doesn't feel very good for me in the way that I'm trying to play it. I think that's kind of like part of the problem, right? which will hurt me anyway, but... Do an end of days. You are gone. Bully you. Rampage, attack, stomp. At least Doom is somewhat useful. Double the enemy's vulnerable. Molten Fist, let's take it. Anything good in the shop? If you exhaust a card this turn, gain energy. There's 2 damage for each attack you played this turn. Exhaust 3 cards in hand. Put a skill from your draw pile into your hand exhaust. I don't want to take Purity. No, I don't want to take Purity. I got a lot of attacks and stuff. Let's remove 1 attack. Or stuff that alludes to attacks themselves. Bash. Let's do the Dominate here. Can't use my Bloodletting because I have no HP because I am not very good at the game. It's as simple as that. That just gets removed if I can defend it, which I cannot, so... Oh nice, it dies on the start of my turn, so it doesn't actually do anything else. Nice. Actually, that is actually kind of good, in a way. Then it comes back. Defend. Bloodletting, which will kill me. Oh well. I mean, I gotta play better. I'm trying to like learn, and I will say I was probably never good. Kill 15 elites with the Ironclad. Oh, okay, a blaze. The Ironclad slays the heart with its full might. The demon's contract hurriedly absorbs the blight into itself. Immediately, the warrior and the blight set ablaze. The parasite is drawn to the flame. Its withering form consumed like wax, reeking into fire. More cards! Pact's End. Can only be played if you play 3 or more cards in your exhaust pile. Deal some damage to all. If you draw 2 cards and your turn exhaust, top card in your draw pile. Some damage draws. Some more exhaust stuff. Nice. That is actually kind of useful. Well, I tried that. Let's do the Regent one then. Obtain 2 random relics, gain additional strike and defend, which I don't really want. You at least draw 2 additional cards to start combat or transform a card. Let's transform a strike into Particle Wall. I do like that actually. Guess we're going in for a stars build and early shop. Don't know if like going to the shop is like a mandatory thing, but I just feel like I would like to go to the shops. You know, just feel like am I getting like my value out of it as such, right? Nibbit. So that name just reminds me of like Toy Story, even though it's like pronounced completely differently. Yeah, but I'm trying to get better at playing this. Admittedly, I'm focusing like 2 characters at the moment. Whenever you play a card this turn, get 1 strength within a turn. Guiding Star. Ooh, Debris. Let's try it. I got stuff for stars. I want to see him get like anything that will allow me to do cool stuff when you play Sovereign Blade, Forge, Vigor for my next attack. Gain stars. It's really good defense. Does spot me in the Forge build though. Terraforming is just neutrally good. For a skill. Although it doesn't do anything. Oh, I'll take the Bulwark then. Might still go Heavy Blade around about that way. We can go 2 elites. Let's try it. Not heavy. So I don't really want to play this if I can get away with it now. I should have got rid of the debris. My bad. If I can get around it, I don't want to play it, so... more Forge. He's a pretty good 20 damage hit, so... It does have its uses. It does have its uses. Cloak of Stars, gain 6 block, put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. I'm going to take the Cosmic Indifference. I think that could be useful getting back my Sovereign Blade and other stuff as well to ramp it up with Sharp, Nimble. Making that better when I do play it, or Particle Payoff, just being slightly better in general. I'll take the Particle Payoff. Like, if I can get more on that particle wall, then it's going to be worthwhile. And this guy. The worms are now in my deck, which I cannot get rid of. I do think I need something that... Well, like, I've noticed like a lot of enemies like to put stuff in your... into your deck, which I find that I'm not very good at handling very well. And then obviously like AoE stuff and things like that don't really do me very well. Shut the debris out, don't want it back in there. But I will slowly try and get better at this game. Slowly. It's going to be a nightmare me just trying to deal with the stuff, really. Like the infection cards and trying to get rid of those, like when they pop up, and there's other ones that come up as well, like the fish does the same thing, and... It's like kind of like, what do you do to deal with that? Like, having to have AoE stuff on repeat is sometimes just a little bit difficult to get. I think, like, with all the runs I've won, I've always got something that was just, like, really stupid. Take you out, because I just don't want to deal with you. Defend the rest. These take not as much damage. Yeah, like this, like even the little ones getting the infection just prevents me from actually playing the game, apparently. It's just funny to me. It's just funny. Oh, get rid of debris. Like, I was praising the change for the slime. And the reason I was praising it is because it was actually like a really good change to make. And the fact that the slime doesn't take away from essentially you drawing cards. Oh, we're just dead here. But then they go and like introduce a bunch of enemies that basically much do the exact same thing as what slime used to do, but even with a bigger downside. Like, especially like, starting off the game, like you coming against those stuff, you're not too sure how to deal with them. It's very difficult. Okay, we tried both those. Let's do some random stuff for a little bit. See if I can actually get other wins out the game. Obtain a random rare card. First chest is empty. At the start of Elite's draw. Let's take the Silver Crucible. I want to mess around with that and see if it's actually any good. And we are Ascent 1, so... The shops. But yeah, you really don't really get like good setup on a lot of stuff anymore. We need to take multi-hit because that's what we're facing off against, so watch out for that. It's going to be one of these. So stuff that hits twice, 3 times, 4 times, or poison can do quite, you know, somewhat okay, I guess. Just shoot all my attacks. Sorry, I'm just laughing because I drew all the attacks and all the defense in sequence. That's just kind of funny to me. Okay, what are we going for? Add 4 shivs, reduce the cost, get an accuracy, and go for an accuracy upgrade. Dodge roll is just generally good. On my sleeve, I do like the idea of it, because you're just going to get lots of shivs, and shivs can be pretty good with. An accuracy, though, to get that working already is also really good also. But I don't have any, so I'm just going to go and take the just the generally good thing. Neutralize, strike, strike, and strike. Take the generally good thing. We're going to get more out of that than anything else, so we just go... small amount of damage and repeat. I mean, technically it's still 8 damage, and then it's also going to be cheaper for next time I play it, so... It's kind of like, that's the reason why. Means you just get to play more and more cards as go on. What else we got here? Double the block gain this turn. Slide for the discard synergies on there and the block, which is not that bad. I'm going to deal 10 damage. Advantage for each card discarded this turn. Memento Mori. Shadow Meld. I'm going to take that. Like, I mean, it's just extra block if I need to block, and I can play it along the other sides of other stuff. So, that's not that bad. Haze, again with the Sly, if anyone already has poison. Play 2 random cards from your draw pile. Dagger Spray. I'll take Catastrophe. I kind of like the idea of it. And, like, how it functions is kind of like what I want to get my head around, so... So I could do just play this anyway. Weaken you. I guess I will Shiv. So 1, 2, and 3 can go there. Chuck that there, and that one. It's like Catastrophe can still work in the background, surprisingly enough. I really should try and make sure I play all the energy stuff if I need to. Indeed. Do that for just the block. Do that again. Look at that. Shadow Meld. So good at defending me. Man, if you get the upgrade to the ship, if we get accuracy again, that'd be so good. Whenever you draw a card during the turn, do 3 damage to anything. Dodge roll is also pretty good. 5 dexterity this turn. Well, we've got a better version of that. I'll just take the general dodge roll. I think that's somewhat useful. I wonder if they'll give me more defense than next turn or not. 3 cards. Well, upgrading the Catastrophe seems like a good idea then. I've got to drink this, because otherwise I can't play everything I want to play. Ship, 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 ship. Catastrophe! Nice. Can we get a shiv deck to work, is the question. It's a true question. I will admit, the design, the cleanness of it is starting to grow on me a little bit more than it was before. Like, I still, admittedly, like, it looks better, like, generally it does. But I did have the concern of... because it looks cleaner, it doesn't look as, kind of, like, as gritty as what, kind of, like, I am... like, the way that it kind of came off for the original, say, the Spire. Oh, I didn't have any attacks in. Yeah, I played 3 cards, I only had 1 in there. Got punished for that. Shift the bird. Shivs now hit all enemies. Yes. Give me 5 shivs. Yeah, why not? I'm a fan of knives. Are you a fan of knives? I'm a fan of knives. Remove a card, gain guilty. Let's just gain a potion here. You are empty. Thank you very much. And let's go for here. Do you want another upgrade? Or upgrading like Survivor or something, or the Neutralize. Yeah, we'll just rest. We've got this elite coming up, and I want to make sure we're in a good spot. At least now I'm my fan of knives. I am definitely a fan of knives. Shivs hit all enemies. That is, it's definitely something I wasn't expecting to see. I will say that much. Up my sleeve. Dodge roll. Basically gives me some defense for next turn. Which could be useful. Okay, good. Yeah, the Catastrophe is really good at just trying to get stuff out the deck. Add 3 shivs to your hand, exhaust. Is there an upgrade to this? 4 shivs. Yeah, Blade Dance, we'll take it. Like, it's a burst of shiv damage, which can be somewhat useful. Yeah, Shadow Mouth, Naturalize. We'll do the up my sleeve first. Instead, and then just do a dodge roll to... oh, it is 12. Cool. I wasn't too sure. The buff wears off. Does it still stuck or not? Which, well, it still does, so that's not too bad. I shall draw 3 cards. There we go. My fan of knives. Not that hitting everything makes it not much of a difference, but you never know. You never know. Do that. Play the Catastrophe. Up my sleeve got triggered. Nice. A defend. A strike. And dodge roll here, just make sure I have some extra dodge for next turn. Yeah, the slow and the power on this just aren't as good as you think they should be. No, I'll accept 9. I was thinking when I use a potion there or not. Boss fighters upgrade 3 random cards from your draw pile for the rest of combat. Ooh. Tools the trade. Start turn, draw a card, and discard a card. Let's take that. Seeing a good amount of good cards, to be honest, and I'm not going to complain about that. Do that. Can do a dodge roll to make sure we're good. Gotta take this guy out first, so we'll focus on that. Just because he weakens, shrinks you down, and yeah. That just stays around as long as this guy is in the field as such, which is kind of annoying. Catastrophe. I do love Catastrophe. I think that's such a good card. Overall, it probably isn't, right? Do a tools to trade into the fan. What are we getting rid of? A single defend. You can Shadow Meld into a dodge roll. You can attack twice. My tools of the trade. We'll toss the defend here. We don't need to worry about that. Do up my sleeve. Catastrophe. Just to do 1 damage. Or 6 damage. I'm gonna see, like, I was gonna see, like, would I actually get lucky on that? Test the luck. Ricochet, do damage there. Sly, Tactician. Interesting. And Piercing Whale. Don't think I want any of these. I mean, the discard effect could be pretty interesting to gain the extra energy, but I am not too sure on that. Accuracy. Yes, we buy that instantly. You play it. Strangle. Yeah, I kind of do want that, actually. I kind of do want the Strangle as well. We'll heal before we face this guy. And now we should get a good amount of Shiv stuff. With how we are functioning. I'm going to play the Catastrophe first, see what we get. Just toss the Defender. Up my sleeve, very nice. I got triggered for free. And tools to trade are in as well. Now we'll do a Blade Dance as well. And we pretty much got rid of all of his Slippery. That's like a big thing. Ooh. I do want to defend, but I got dodge roll, so we'll take that. Let's use an attack for free first. What do we get? Play 1 weak. Precise cut. Deals 2 less damage for each other card in your hand. Withering Strike. Add 1 Shiv to your hand. Give me that Shiv. Neutralize. Accuracy. Into my Fan of Knives. I don't think does very much, but we'll take the hit here. Now the Execution. What's the damage? We'll do that. I'm going to play the Shadow Meld first. I'll play the Strangle as well. Then we'll drink. Yeah, Catastrophe it is. Could have actually done that also. I'm liking the Strangle, actually. It does a little bit of extra damage, so it is kind of nice to have. So we can just Strangle straight away, then we can start, like, offloading all the other stuff that we're going to do as well, which does just that little bit of extra damage. I guess now it really does rely on you, like the game does rely on you actually, like, knowing the fights and being able to counter them and build the build to counter them, which is something I'm not used to doing in the R1. I'm used to kind of just plowing forward ahead. Double block gain this turn, and the Shadow Meld could be kind of cool. 10 damage if fatal, gain additional reward. The Hunt. I think we just take Envenom here. Right, the ability for my shivs to do chip damage all the way through is just way too good. Imbued. Imbued X card is also something you play at the start of each combat. Oh, just Catastrophe. Yeah, we just like literally playing that upgraded Catastrophe is so good. I think Bollock at the rest of them was like that's just what I want to do. At the start of combat, just play 3 cards, which could be like the powers I want, which apparently they are. Oh, I should have strangled first. Well, no, I guess we're doing the whole blade dance stuff anyway. I should defend. At least put 1 defend up. Not my strangle. I'm gonna put the Envenom on. Because we need to get something poison-wise. At least then we know we're going to get that extra damage out of them. So I hit them 12 times. They're still kind of like doomed. Toss that defend. So we can shut them out into Blade Dance. Hit them. There we go. Don't need to worry about it. Take my Strangle back. What are you going to give me? I don't really care about those. Let's move on to the shop. And what do we get here? Return a supply of poison. Deal 11 damage to all enemies. Ricochet. Put a skill from your hand into a draw pile. And then exhaust. I don't mind this power, actually, the Outbreak. Especially, like, for late game and stuff. Like, the extra poison when I got Envenom up is going to be so good. 3 Thorns, block. I'll take the block. It's like, as long as we get the powers up, I think AoE stuff doesn't really matter to us. I don't really want to go to that shop, so I'll go this way. Obtain 1 random doll relic. I take our choice. Bing Bong, which whenever you add a card to my deck, get a copy of it. Whenever you play an attack game or block. That is actually... Ah, yes. And a Strangle. Yep. Play the accuracy first. Defend, and... Oh, we didn't need to defend. We already had enough. Get the tools up. Discard a card. I guess we don't need to worry about that, so that's done. Play the Outbreak there. Do a dodge roll to try and set up for a decent defense for next turn. So... Blocking, I think, is going to be terrible here. I think we do the Fan of Knives. Into a Blade Dance. Yeah, 5 shivs is so good. And the fact that we stack up lots of armor on that as well is going to be so good. Skewer we don't really care about either, so let's carry on. Ooh. Exterminate or Squash. I don't do any power stacking, so Exterminate is kind of whatever. Squash, though, could be pretty good to apply the Vulnerable to just one single enemy. Like, I've already got a power that deals with wide stuff anyway, so I don't feel like I need to have that currently. And that's an extra 2 damage on every Shiv. Makes Venom apply 2 poison. Let's do that. Catastrophe. Neutralize good energy. Nice, so we can do Envenom. I only need to do Fan of Knives. So I can do Blade Dance. Squash. And just stack up that poison. Man, I do love it when I get, like, dumb deck plays and stuff, you know? Yeah, that's only 8 damage. And with the doll, like, every shiv I play gives me 1 armor back, so that's also pretty good. Keep up my sleeve, toss the strike. I'm going to drink here and play this, just to make sure that I don't do something dumb and stupid. Because it's 27 damage coming my way. No, toss to defend. Play the Outbreak, do the Shadow Melds, do a dodge roll for next turn, and then hit him once for the strike to go there. Ah, good old poison, hey. Catastrophe! I can do 6 damage, and I give 2 poison. They're at 29, that's not enough, so I guess I'm defending, but I already defended, so... Oh, it was enough. Duplicator. Next card is played twice. Adrenaline Cloak and Dagger, Bouncing Flask. A Cloak and Dagger seems kind of cool to have, actually. Although I probably will just go with the Adrenaline, just to make sure I can get the cards I want. You know? Like, I'm already defending by doing stuff. Ooh, Happy Flower. Ah, look, it's these guys. I've just realized I can't play the Fan of Knives without losing all the rest of the shifts. That is hilarious. Could I, like, hit them all individually? Probably, but, like, I've only, like, chucked, what, like, 3 shivs, is it? Yeah, so it probably wouldn't have been enough. Could have killed me one of them off. So, wasn't really, that useful. This is fun. This is actually really fun. The fact that I'm also gaining, like, Daughter of the Wind, like, block for every card I play. Nice to see a bit of a different style, you know? Another Outbreak. Yeah, I mean, the way that I do the poison, the Outbreak is actually, like, pretty good. Especially, like, AoE starts and just doing extra chip damage and stuff, right? And if I get it, like, set up early enough, then, accuracy. Do the other Outbreak. Do this as well. Toss the strike away. Use the Adrenaline to get 2 cards. Envenom seems pretty good. Outbreak again. Use the Blade Dance. To shiv and shiv and shiv. Wiping out all the eggs. That's a pretty, got a pretty good thing I can do here on repeat, which is kind of funny. I guess we'll toss a defend here. Now, okay, we obviously do the naturalize first. The neutralize natural. Wrong game. Guess we'll do that as well. Now, I could do Catastrophe, or we just do the Fan and Eyes, try and hit everything. Or we could just go Up My Sleeve. I think Up My Sleeve is slightly better. Let's get that reduced down now. So I don't need to worry about it, and they're all kills anyway, so it doesn't matter. Another Envenom. Oh, Finisher. That could be hilarious. No, let's go another Envenom. I'm happy to see that. Because it just increases all the Shiv output damage that I have anyway, because they're going to do that. Oh, that's this guy. Okay. Outbreak, nice. We'll do the Envenom then first. Neutralize. We'll do the Adrenaline next. Shiv getting reduced down. Do the Blade Dance. I'm going to have lots of exhausts in my deck, but that is fine, I think. Take 14, which is down to 6. With the other Envenom. Guess discard that. What are we doing then? Finalize, do the other Envenom. Let's go with Shivs. I think we Strangle. Then block, so at least have some block. I think we got Up My Sleeve rather than that, because again, reduce it down. Take 8. And then this guy is now doomed. Doomed, I say. Doomed. Well, no, he's poisoned. So yeah, that guy can be a real pain to deal with sometimes. Ooh, bit of footwork. I will take that. Some fancy feet. That's the only problem when that happens. Like, I really want my Fan and Eyes to go off, but I can't do it. I am AoE man. Adrenaline. Neutralize. We'll defend, dodge roll. I should strangle anyway at the energy for it, so why didn't I do that? Missed out on so much damage there. Venom into that, which is 3, which we already win. I don't know what I'm worried about here. We already have won. Play top 3 cards and go draw pile. Sly, Dagger Spray. Again, Dagger Spray is interesting because it does have AoE potential. I'm going to take another dodge roll though, just because I feel like it's going to be useful. I'm going to smith something here. What are we going to smith here? Either in Venom. That's 4 damage per thing. The Shivs. Blade Dance. No, the Adrenaline actually. The Adrenaline is like way too good to not. And we got this silly fight. Footwork is now up. Adrenaline goes. I can play the Accuracy. I'll play Tools of the Trade. Will neutralize you. I will then play the top 3 cards in my draw pile. Envenom, and block. Play the Outbreak. Dodge roll. Strangle. Give me that power, why not at this point? Tracking weak enemies take double damage from attacks. Whenever you play a card, deal 4 damage from an enemy. Serpent form. Let's take Serpent form. Okay. by Strike Plus. Let's duplicate the Envenom. Defend and defend. There we go, finally, up my sleeve, blade attacks, that's what I was trying to get to, you know. Discard a strike here. So, Shadow Meld first, play the defend. Should we go play the defend? Looking to Outbreak. No, I've got to play the defend. Get that block up. And then I guess we'll do the fan, because hitting everything is kind of important now as part of the boss. Just chip damage away. Get rid of a strike. Neutralize you. Play Catastrophe. Strangle. Strike. Dodge roll. Survivor. Say oh goodbye. Hi crap. Bye crap. Another tools of trade or another invent. Stop it. I am a man of poor choices. Haven't had a visitor in a millennia. Now you're quite drab here. Let me find you something delightful to wear. Start of each turn. Then let's shuffle 3 at the start of each. Oh, so start of each turn gain that, but at the start of combat get 3 days to draw a pile. With Glam, this card is played once per combat. This plays all cards, or just get the gold. Well, yeah. Ah, that's in-card rewards. Okay. Should have gone for the extra energy. You know, my brain does not make good decisions. Discard the Strangle here, I think. Footwork up. Nice. Strike is up. And accuracy. Dodge roll. Envenom. Use 2 max HP. Shadow Meld. Into dodge roll. Into a defend. Do this. We'll take him down. We'll take him down one way or the other. Now there's my fan of knives. And if I could, like, use my fan of knives at the start of every round, I would do it, you know? Sometimes I get lucky, and other times I will not. Ooh, blur. Yes. Lose 6 HP, act clumsy, and to your deck and get a relic reward. I'll just lose the HP and gain gold here. No idea if I've got a shop coming my way, but... Remove footwork, no. Squash is fine, I can go on. I'll sacrifice the squash. Defend, strangle, outbreak. So Venom needs to be up. Because outbreak is, then we could go accuracy, but I think here we just do this and get the actual poison damage in. That way we can start doing little bits of damage here, there, and everywhere. Get another Envenom. Do Shadow Meld into Dodge Roll. I think we just do Tools of the Trade here into a Strike. I think that is good enough. The other Envenom is kind of irrelevant. Yeah, please play this turn. I'd get rid of Defend here. Use the Adrenaline first, see what we get. Go Fan of Knives. I'm going to play the Outbreak. Into a Play Dance. My letter opener is doing work as well. Dodge roll. It's also hilarious. Can only be played if there are no more than 50 cards in drop on 50 damage to all enemies. Replay once. Grand finale. Not bad. Not bad. 3 dexterity. Replay this turn. I think we just skip those. Although the extra dex could be interesting. That's Smith. Let's go. What do I want to upgrade here? The accuracy, the footwork, the envenom. These outbreaks. The strangle does 3 more damage. I think we should upgrade the dodge roll. Having that immediately available to me, I think it's a little bit better. Fight the dummy. Recall 1 random potion. Upgrade 2 random cards. Setting 2. Let's go, dummy. Blur gets played twice. Beautiful. You have 3 more turns to defeat the dummy. Okay. So I don't need to worry about Fan of Knives, that's irrelevant. We can accuracy into adrenaline. We can neutralize. We can then up my sleeve. Into the power dance. Into the Fan Knives. Behold, the best start I probably could ever have. 3 turns to defeat the dummy, hey? Yeah, the rest of the cards in my deck are completely useless now, though. The Fan of Knives, Bubble, Finisher. Just do Shadow Meld, Fan of Knives. Yeah, 1 potion to use it and upgrade some of the worst ones. Oh well. It's what you have to accept. Ooh, at least we heal a little bit there. Into the shop, because some cool stuff in here. We can also get... Oh, no. Thank God Hit and Proceed doesn't do that. Footwork is kind of cool. Innate damage. Prowess. And Strength 1 dex. Choose any number of options at a rest site. That's just pretty good. Take the dex. Let's remove a strike. Anything else in here? No. I have rest sites coming up, so I'm like, that's like healing plus upgrades and stuff, so yeah. That's actually like really good. Catastrophe, Survivor. Guess Outbreak can go then. Oh, Envenom, that gets played. Do that. Then we'll do my Fan of Knives. Play this. I should played this earlier. I can play that. We can then start shivving everything, sucking poison on them, dealing damage. Not finished yet. I killed some of the new X-Bot. I feel betrayed here. Use the strike. Accuracy, footwork, blur, defend. Oh, blur plays twice, isn't it? Yeah. Loving the fact that blur plays twice. That's so good. If I get another one, I think like I might never lose my defense as long as I can draw cards and stuff. And I don't need the strike here. We'll go Outbreaks. I've already got Envenom up. Into up my sleeve. Okay. These lovely robots are normal enemies. Get rid of defend here. We'll dodge roll, strike you, defend again, into outbreak. I do kind of find it absolutely hilarious. No, my defense. That strike can go. Neutralize you. Do the catastrophe. Strangle. Survivor. Strike's gone. I'm very disappointed by that, but still. This is probably one of the most fun builds I've done in a while. Dash. Yeah. The other strangle, though, actually, with the other replay. Yeah, sure, why not? Into here. Now, I can choose any number, right? So I can rest. And I can smith. Oh, that's so much better. That costs 0. Just really good to make that cost 0. At least I play it into Mr. Robotman. Strike is played. Accuracy has been played. And Survivor got played. So goodbye that defense. Blur can go next. We can use 3 shivs. And let's do a dodge roll just to seal the deal. Get more block this turn. Adrenaline up, that's great. Outbreak, other outbreak. That up my sleeve. Okay, defend. That defense carries over for next turn. No, the burns. Oh, tools can go down. I need to play Fan of Knives. Because I want to be able to shiv people now. I mean, the Envenom would have been good as well. I'm not going to deny that. Strangle, that gets played twice. Neutralize into the Strangle. I guess I'll accept the hit. The Sentinel puzzle got triggered. The burn can go. We don't need that. I can play the Envenom now. Hit the sleeve, the shiv. Show him out. Up my sleeve. The main thing is getting the poison, I think, triggered when we're already set up, right? Like once I've got that going, like I don't think there's anything bad that can happen from there, in theory. As long as I have one of them. Do the catastrophe. We'll have to see, we'll have to see. Not doing too bad. A weird poison shiv deck is was not on my bucket list to try and do that right now. Dodge roll, shiv, attack. At least I've defended to a certain point. I probably should use the potions this week. Man, that was a lot of damage. The potions on here as well. Toss the burn. There we go then. 8 life in the dream. Excellent. Poison triggers an additional time. Oh, come on, really. I try to avoid a fight and I get a fight anyway. Okay, Catastrophe, give me something good. Guess I've got Accuracy. I think I play the Envenom here. Because I need it up. Into the Adrenaline. Ooh, Shadow Meld. And go into Strangle that dude. And Shiv. Shiv. He's doomed anyway to poison regardless, and set that up as well. Okay. At least if we get through this fight, we do get a bulk healing, so that is worth it there. Towards the tray can go down. Do the fan. And we have 40 damage. No. Yeah, 40 damage. With poison. And a poison gets applied twice. Can't get. Draw 7 of 7 cards. Noxious Fumes. Gets played twice. I mean, I am a poison build, so why not at this point, right? We'll rest, get some healing. We'll smith as well. We'll be smithing. The accelerant. Okay! Do we... What can we do here? Noxious Fumes got played. That gets played again because the replay. Blade Dance got played as well. Envenom first. Into Accelerant in my opinion. Then play that. I'm going to play Dodge Roll. Then just Shiv. Poison triggers 3 times. I believe. No. A lot more than that actually, yeah. Man, that's going to be interesting to deal with for them. Okay, what we got? Apply 1 weaken vulnerable to all enemies, gain 2 strength, deal 10 damage. Okay. I don't think I need to do accuracy, but I kind of need to play something to actually, like, play the rest of my hand out. Up my sleeve. Who is there? Is the Doormaker. Okay. So Adrenaline first. Tools the trade. Footwork. Play the Envenom. Play the Strike. Shut him out and defend. Man, poison triggers 5 times. That's a lot of poison. Discard a card we're discarding. He's doing 31 damage, so I guess that can go. We don't need AoE. I can do this. Into Blur. Just played twice. Do we get the Envenom up again? Nah. With the Blur up, I can stockpile defense, so... I'm loving this poison being trickling down so much. This is hilarious. Strike can be disappeared. 40 damage, which we've got a good amount of defense already. Let's play the Catastrophe. See what happens. No Strangle can go. Fan of Knives. Nice. And in this case, I guess we don't need to worry about that, so let's set that up. That's a lot of damage. No, you disappeared, you dumb door thing. I relied on you not doing that. Strike gone. Up my sleeve. Oh yeah, we should do Strangle. Defend. Hit that. Da 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 da. You're stunned, right? Yeah, be stunned. We don't need to defend here. We can just do this. Do that anyway. Attack, dodge, roll. Let's get 20 armor next turn. Oh, but you've got like a lot of poison on you anyway. Oh, he kept the poison from earlier. That's even better. No, don't toss the catastrophe. Toss the strike. Come on, catastrophe. Do your thing. Oh. I guess they still got poison then. Dodge roll. Defend. That was a fun run. I'm happy with that one. It's the first time I faced that boss as well. The silent. Proceed. When did you come from? What are you after? No. Ascension 2 unlocked. Nice. That was great fun. I loved that deck. That was hilarious to me. Oh, I was really happy with that. Elsewhere. Another placeholder. Thank you very much, game. What else have we unlocked? Tales from the Spire, Darv. Spire reopened, more treasures from my collection. Darv smiles, the riches are in the air, and he entered the Spire on his trusty steed. Ancient unlocked, Darv the Hoarder, and now will show him future runs. Thank you, Darv. The Silent Soup. Hello, that's one. The massive, whispered it to the Silent. Grow big and strong. The Ancient speaks in tender tone, and scoots over a bowl of nutritious soup. Ooh, discard 2 cards, add 2 shivs, hidden daggers, kinda cool. Ink Blade, whenever you play an attack, gain additional 2 strength this turn. Blade of Ink. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Man, I just did a shiv run and I get lots of shiv stuff. Shivs gain retain. The first shiv you play deals an additional 9 damage. Man, those are really good. Man, I wish I had those for a shiv build, right? Really wish I had those for a shiv build. Yeah, I'm going to cut it here for today. I actually had some good fun. I got other stuff I need to sort out, so yeah, I just kind of looked at the time and realized how late it was getting. But no, I had some good fun. I mean, I've got a bunch of other stuff I've got to upload and stuff like that, so I've got to sort those things out and also play some other games I've got to finish, which are on my list. Been a very busy week recently with just sorting out other stuff and not having the time, but hopefully I should be back to normal in regards to recording and videos sometime soon. Again, though, if you do enjoy these, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.